Bryon Powell of iRunFar here with Anna Frost, the 2010 The North Face 50-mile champion. That was the last time we talked to you on camera.
Yeah.
How have you been since then?
Oh, it's been up and down.
Yeah.
Really up and down.
Last time we chatted, you said, I have no 50-milers on my schedule for next year.
Yeah.
And yet you're 2 days out from
doing it
doing
again.
it again.
I know. I'm not sure what happened there. Yeah, I swore last year never, ever again.
Yeah.
And it took me a good 6 weeks before I could even look at a pair of shoes without feeling sick. Then it was maybe 6 months later when I actually went, wow, okay, that was hard, that was cool, that was amazing. I'm amazed at what I did and what I went through, and I was intrigued by physically what it did and mentally what it did and what I learned. And then there were, I guess, with the team and with the support of the guys, and then doing Leadville with Ryan and just being amongst other people doing the ultras, I became more and more involved and more intrigued. And I thought, well, why not go and revisit it and see actually what it was about?
So, I mean, you come from a very strong mountain running background in the prior years. Having reflected upon the ultra enough to want to do it again now, what are the main differences between, and you're like approaching a race? How do you
Between approaching a mountain race,
and an ultra?
For me, it's all a mental place. Like you can do your training and you can do it well, you can do it hard, you can be happy with it, but there's only so much training you can do, and that will only get you so far in a race. This is what I know from doing one ultra.
Yeah.
And so for me, it's at about 4.5, 5 hours, and physically I can get there through my training. And then from that point in, you go into a mental space where you're battling with the terrain, with yourself, with the people around you, with the competition, and it's just how you last through that mental barrier.
You sort of talk about there's like only so much you can do physically. You ran into that after this last year. Tell us a little bit about that.
It wasn't actually until April that everything just went, nah, I'm not having it. Got a stress fracture in my foot, and my period stopped, hormone just breakdown. So I went to a specialist, and basically he just put it out there, was honest, was brutal, and said, you either put on weight, you stop running, you get this stress fracture fixed and you get your life in balance again, or you keep running through this, you keep being injured, you stay unhealthy, you be lonely for the rest of your life, you don't get your hormones back. So make the choice, and it's simple, isn't it? You want to be living and happy. So it's been a long process of with the nutritionist working out a good way to obviously I had to put on a lot of weight to get my hormone levels back, and then slowly take it off and maintain that balance, which has been a really hard project.
Gotcha. I mean, you've been very honest on your blog about, the changes in your weight over the last year. Like, you were 10 pounds heavier, like, going into a month or so ago.
Yeah.
But you can healthfully take that off for...
Yeah, I mean, it was horrible. Like, I'd gone back into racing and doing races that I've won and that I've been 30 minutes quicker in over 16K. And it was horrible, but I was healthy, and okay, maybe I was a little bit overweight, but I was fit from cross training, and I was still out there enjoying it, and that was the main thing in the end. And I'm honest because I want people to learn from my mistake and not do that. And if anyone ever said that to me, then I would want to take that on board and go, okay, it's not worth losing that weight, or if you are going to lose weight, do it carefully, get a nutritionist. And it wasn't that I was just trying to lose weight, I was just training so hard. And I really needed a nutritionist to say, you need to eat a lot of protein after that run, or a lot of carbohydrate after that run.
I mean, you were telling me about your training over the last month.
Yeah.
And pretty much you work out 5 hours a day. Whether you different length runs. But you're out there, you complement that with other cross training. So it's a lot of training, and it takes it out of your body, and it's been important for me to keep on top of my nutrition with that. What are sort of the details of your training over this past month? I mean, you've really focused on the
a total focus on this race for the last month, and so I guess I've done 3 4.5 to 5 hour runs a week, with 2 2.5 hour runs a week and 2 1 hour runs a week. And then each day I make that up to 5 hours with extra cycling or swimming or cross training or weights or core work or walking, just anything to get those hours in.
Yeah. So this year you did a couple mountain races, you did a couple stage races.
Yeah.
So you've also lengthened your other races this season. How's that gone?
Oh, I've loved it. The stage races are really fun with Ricky Gates.
Yeah, you're in Trans-Rockies.
We had such a ball. It was really great. And he pulled me hugely through that. We had a really hard and fast week, which was really fun. And it's just been a new challenge as well. Yeah.
Having seen you here last year with Solomon crew, and then you being out there for a Ryan Sands run at Leadville and Trans-Rockies, what does the Solomon team mean to you? Because it seems like an aspect that's pretty strong.
Yeah, they're my family. We come and go throughout the year and meet up again and then go apart and meet up again. And when people say, where do you live now? My answer is I just live wherever they are. Like my home is where the Solomon team are, because they're there to support. They're there with our clothes, with our shoes, with our team. And, we're not doing it because we have to. We're doing it because we love each other and because we understand each other and everything about our team. I'm not just doing this race for me. I'm doing it for everyone. And they're doing it for me as well. And we all want to be part of that together.
Very
it's
cool.
Beautiful, yeah.
But come Saturday, whether somebody was on your team or not, it's race day.
Exactly.
You had the top 4 women from last year's race are back, and some others to boot.
I know.
How's that competition looking?
Well, yeah, again, I'm such a novice to this, and so I've never raced them. I've raced Lizzie, so that's all I know.
Yeah.
But what I've read is just mind-blowing. Just on the top, Lizzie and Ali are both absolutely incredible athletes, and I think highly of them and totally respectfully of them, and would never underestimate the mental and physical power of either of them, not to mention all the other girls that are in the stacked field. And I guess last year was quite nice because I was so naive to everything about it that it just didn't even occur. This year I've been a little bit more like, oh, I want to kind of know, and I have a look, and then I'm like, oh no, I don't want to know, turn it off, I don't want to know. So I'm just really looking forward to getting out there and racing with them. It's I'm going to learn a lot about me, about them, about an ultra. So I'm really looking forward to it.
Awesome. Well, best of luck out there.
Thank you so much.
Thanks for talking with us.
Thanks.